We're here with Christian Kerez. And Christian, the first question I wanted to ask you is how it all started. What was your epiphany? What brought you into architecture?
What was my epiphany? Well, I loved art, but I couldn't imagine, to do something like art because I had no reason to do that. And I need also a certain restrictions, obstacles, to make things. And I was also very interested in art history, but I hate writing. So I thought maybe architecture could be nice in the sense that you also can make something, can build something, and also understand it as a criticism or comment on what other people are doing.
And what were your inspirations? Because one of the points of this polyphonic interview marathon we're doing is to protest against forgetting. So I'm very interested in who were pioneers or architects from previous generations who kind of inspired you and who should be remembered.
Well, I would say architecture is something extremely basic. It's one of our first experiences. We are born in buildings. We grew up in buildings. So I think for me, very often I also look for feelings, let's say, out of my childhood or special moments which are related to architecture. But it's not so much, let's say, heroic, well-known, famous architects that were a first inspiration for architecture. Even if the very first book that I ever got as a child or as a juvenile for Christmas, which my mother bought me, was about Miss van der Rohe.
Now, you were born in Venezuela, and I've just been to Venezuela last week. I visited Caracas and went to see the Joe Ponti house and Villanueva. Was that sort of whole Venezuela background important?
Well, my mother is Brazilian, and the large part of our family still lives there. So we went there rather often. And especially Sao Paulo made and still makes a marvelous impression on me. It's a town which was mainly built in the 50s and 60s, and it remained also without big changes in this time. And for me, this is also one of the most interesting and inspiring periods of modern architecture. And of course, the climate allows you to build in an extremely direct way. You see how the buildings stand, what their structure is, and maybe this directness, this roughness also became with the time inspiration.
If I looked at all your projects, there is several recurrent elements. One is that you're interested in fundamental elements and fundamental rules. It's also very apparent here in the Venice installation. How did this interest develop?
Well, I think in one's everyday life, architecture is also something which is always in the danger of disappearing. It's disappearing behind furniture, behind equipments, behind things which are very quick changing. And I think architecture is somehow extremely fragile media. Because it's also so easily influenced by rules and regulations which come from political consents. And what interests me is what can stay in architecture, what could be a potential for also restrain to the vastness of everyday life.